Hey guys, it's Dave. I'm here in Memorial Park Cemetery in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm here for the grave of Granville Oral Roberts and his wife, Evelyn. They were TV preachers. And if you've followed some of my other videos, you know I don't hold them in too high of a regard. So we'll talk a little bit about Oral Roberts. He was born January 24th, 1918 and died December 15th, 2009. And like I said, he was a TV preacher. He founded the Oral Roberts Association and Oral Roberts University. He was a very well-known, controversial American religious leader of the 20th century. His ministries reached, millions and millions of followers worldwide over like 60 or 70 years. He was at it for a long time. He did this healing ministry where he laid hands on you and your ailment would be gone. But then he also pioneered, was one of the many that helped pioneer the use of television and radio to reach the masses. Won't talk too much about his early life. He was born in Oklahoma, January 24th, 1918, the fifth and youngest child of his reverend father. In an interview, he claimed his mother was of Cherokee descent. He also claimed some Choctaw heritage, but the census records never really matched that. So hopefully it's just him not misleading people, and hopefully it's just a misunderstanding of family history. I think every family wants to have a little bit of Native American bloodline just to show a tie to the country, or it became the United States. Like I said, he was a faith healer. Put your hands on you, you can walk. Put your hands on you, your headaches are gone. That sort of thing. So he moved on to holding revivals around the mid-1940s. And he was preaching in a North Carolina camp meeting. He was asked by another preacher to become the pastor of a small 80-member church. Robert said he'd pray about it, as they always do, and he ultimately decided to accept it. By the end of the year, Roberts resigned and moved back to Shawnee. Just didn't like the direction that his little church was going. So, mid-1940s, he was just a struggling kind of part-time teacher in Oklahoma. When he was 29, Robert said he picked up his Bible and it fell open to the third epistle of John, where he read verse 2. I wish above all the things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. The next day he said he bought a Buick, and God appeared to him to tell him to heal the sick. So he went on the road, doing this big salvation and healing campaign, not just in the United States, but all over the world, and really started to gain quite the following. And then by the 60s, he had founded Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, Oklahoma, stating that he was obeying a command from God. It was chartered in 63, but didn't have its first students until 65, and the students had to sign an honor code. That they wouldn't drink, smoke, fornicate. And then they had the prayer tower, opened in 1967. It's located still on the campus, to the center of the campus. But now, this is when he started really getting into TV, and he began broadcasting his revivals on television in the mid-50s, early 50s. And it continued really throughout his life. He ended up founding the Golden Eagle Broadcasting in 96, so long time. He was not without a lot of controversy, though. I remember, he kept saying, if you don't donate, you're gonna die. You got to donate. He did all these, TV telethons or whatever they were called, and he kept saying, well, if you don't donate, if we don't meet this, goal, I'm gonna die. So it's always about, give me money, or I'm gonna die. Was what he was always that was always his line. He also I know he's in this area someplace. I mean, he was always he was really, these Christian con men, really. He was very anti-homosexual. I'm guessing he would also have been very anti-trans in today's world. But the sickening thing is, he'd tell his followers, if I don't meet this, I don't make my, don't make our fundraising goals, or what we need to raise to the church, I'm going to die. And all these rubes would say, oh yeah, we got to make sure Oral Roberts doesn't die, and they'd give more money to his church or to his organization. He was about making money. He used Christianity to make a living. I don't know if he did it. He may have thought he was, but I don't know. But again, I'm not very kind to the faith healers and whatnot. He had also claimed that he'd seen his father raised from the dead as a child. They say he may have funneled a lot of money from his university through to him. All of his organizations were affected, when all the other, Jimmy Swaggart and what's the other nut job? Some of these other nut jobs got busted for their misdeeds. His bottom line took a hit as well. So he was just constantly working these fundraisers. Actually, what I think he said is he had to raise $8 million in this telethon, and he said something like, God would call him home. But he had also said that every single time. Oh, here we go. Granville, Oral Roberts. Something good is going to happen to you. God is good. God is a good God, except when he's not. Don't turn him away. In your presence is fulfillment and joy. His wife Evelyn. Whoa, get it zoomed in here, guys. Sorry. So yeah, there's the grave. Simple plaque, flat plaque here. So like I said, Roberts was married to Evelyn for 66 years. That's a long marriage, until her death from a fall. She was, 88 years old. They had a daughter, Rebecca. Oh, she's buried here. I'm not seeing her right here. Nope. Died with her husband, Marshall Nash, in an airplane crash in 1977. I'm just not seeing it around here. Oh, here we go. His daughter Rebecca and her husband Marshall, like I said, died in that crash in 1977. Their elder son Ronald Roberts, 1943 to 1982, died by suicide 5 months after receiving court order to undergo counseling for drug treatment. And 6 months after coming out gay. So Roberts died of complications of pneumonia on December 15th, 2009 at the age of 91. And here's his grave. A lot easier to find than I should have had it, but if you look for the, if I can zoom in here right again, look for that little crypt over there, the big cross on it. We'll go get our section number here and walk back to it. So if you're on the main road here, section 45, Garden of Devotion, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows over, you'll be able to find Oral Roberts here, along with his wife, his son, and his daughter. All right, guys, there you go. Grave of Oral Roberts. Christian that was in the business of just being a Christian, not really probably following it. Followed by his son and his daughter. Daughter passed away in an accident. Ronald, his son, came out gay and committed suicide. And his wife. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out the grave of Oral Roberts here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.